Nagsalita si Congressman Fernandez na kung ano-ano, na very unseemly for a public official.
Kasi basahin mo mabuti to. We are helping you. Huwag kang maniwala sa mga lawyer mo. Daily lamang ang gusto ng mga yan. And I mean, let's face it. They want to prolong your cases. Why? Of course. We know that. Kaya si Atty. Topacio, alam mo yan si Atty. Topacio, ayun, ang daming banat kay Congressman Abante. Ang daming banat kay Jinky Luistro. Ang daming banat sa akin lingkod. So, it's our time to get even, no? Alam mo, pahabain niya ang kaso para at least makuha lahat ng pera mo.
Okay, sige.
Kung lalaki sa lalaki, tingin mo na ganun nga ako, sabihin mo sa labas. And then, regarding sa post na sinasabi nila, na-offend daw sila, karapatan ko pong mag-post sa social media. Ngayon,
He is trying to appear like he is a young brat when he is actually a very good lawyer. And he is a friend even of this committee. I do not know why he has been saying things against us.
magaling naman si Congressman Luistro, lalo na pag may binabasa.
Because that constitutes disrespect to the members of this committee. I hope that this is a reasonable warning for him. We are all members of the bar. We are not taught like this. We are not trained like this. We are bound to protect our legal profession. And this is not the way we should discharge our responsibility as members of the Philippine Bar. Kindly relay to Attorney Topacio.
They think na yon ay violation ng Code of Professional Responsibility. Padisbar nila ako, karapatan nila yan.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the
As a matter of fact, the reason why we withdraw you being cited in contempt because you agreed that you will sign the waiver. And unfortunately, hindi mo itinuloy and you were still thinking about it. And we might think also that we will be citing you in contempt if ever that you continue to lie. We hope, Miss Cassandra Ong, you will come to your own senses and try to help this Quadcom. Because, unfortunately, parang napapansin namin na nagiging complacent ka with the treatment that we are giving to you. Don't. Please. Because the reason why we tried to be lenient, because you are so young, and we don't want you to be put in jail with that age. And accordingly, kapag nag-file na yung mga victims ng human trafficking, we are telling you, walang bail yan. Right away, ikukulong ka. So, Mr. Chair, I want to give to Ms. Cassandra Leong this Republic Act number 6981 para for her to contemplate while she's in our custody. Kasi basahin mo mabuti to. We are helping you. Huwag kang maniwala sa mga lawyer mo. Daily lamang ang gusto ng mga yan. And I mean, let's face it. They want to prolong your cases. Why? Of course. We know that. Kaya si Atty. Topacio, alam mo yan si Atty. Topacio, ayun, ang daming banat kay Congressman Abante. Ang daming banat kay Jinky Luistro. Ang daming banat sa akin lingkod. So, it's our time to get even, no? Alam mo, pahabain niya ang kaso para at least makuha lahat ng pera mo.
Okay, sige. Thank you. Thank you, Congressman Fernandez.
Mr. Chair, is your lawyer here right now an associate of Atty. Topacio? You are.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
May I ask, Mr. Chair, why Atty. Topacio is not here today? Can the lawyer answer, please?
Your Honor, please, he has a previous commitment. He was supposed to be ready for yesterday's hearing, but unfortunately, it was transferred to today, Your Honor.
Well, Congressman Dan mentioned about what Attorney Topacio did to us. No? Would like to ask from you if Attorney Topacio owned this, I do not know if this is Facebook or whatever it is. It is called Yes, Yes, Yo. Does Attorney Topacio own this?
I understand, Your Honor, that he has a radio program, but I don't know if that is the one, Your Honor.
Oh, yes. It says right here, yes, yes, yo. Have a great weekend. And this is what Attorney Topacio is saying. You know, he is trying to appear like he is a young brat when he is actually a very good lawyer. And he is a friend even of this committee. I do not know why he has been saying things against us and bad things about us. Anyway, alam mo may kasabihan tayo, Attorney, Mr. Chair. Meron akong nabasang kasabihan. You know, never approach a bull in front and never approach a horse behind and never approach an idiot in any direction. Oh, bahala ka na, attorney, kung anong gusto mong isipin tungkol doon, no? And the thing is, we're not going to, in a way, attack him for this. Gusto ko lang sabihin sa kanya that we have a copy of all of this. I'm not actually offended, no? Nakakaano lang na the kind of very good lawyer he is, that he would appear like a young brat that does nothing but go against us who are seriously investigating this matter for the Filipino people para malaman po ng publiko ang katotohanan. Hindi po para sa amin. Mr. Chair, maraming salamat po. Yun lang gusto kong sabihin.
Thank you, Congressman Abante.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Congresswoman Luis.
I just wish to add to the manifestation of the Honorable Abante that the reposting done by Yes, Yes, Yo, which we believe belongs to Attorney Topacio, constitute an act of contempt because that constitutes disrespect to the members of this committee. I hope that this is a reasonable warning for him. We are all members of the bar. We are not taught like this. We are not trained like this. We are bound to protect our legal profession. And this is not the way we should discharge our responsibility as members of the Philippine Bar. Kindly relay to Attorney Topacio.
I will, Your Honor.
Committee Secretary ng Quadcom, alam na po niya, he is very much aware. Anong pangalan ng secretary? Yung napakataba? Hindi tayo nagbabody shaming, dinidescribe ko lang kasi hindi ko kilala eh. Yung napakataba. Katarata. Baka hindi niya nakita na mali yung ginagawa niya dahil katarata. Hindi clear ang kanyang pananaw na alam na niyang may counsel si Miss Cassandra Leong, nagdala pa ng PAO doon to act as her counsel. That is undue interference with the right to counsel. Okay. Nagpag-usapan din natin yung post. Hindi ko po malaman kung bakit ang ilang miyembro ng Quadcom ay nanggagalaiti sa aking mga ex-posts. At parang binabalaan pa tayo na mali daw yun na nagpo-post ako tungkol sa kanila. Hindi po ba meron tayong libro dito sa ating bansa? Manipis na libro lamang yon. Ang tawag doon ay Saligang Batas. At kung ikaw ay pupunta sa Article 3 noon, nakalagay, may freedom of expression. In fact, nakalagay doon, no law shall be passed abridging the freedom of expression or of the press or of the right of the people to peaceably assemble for to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Kung ang buong Kongreso ay hindi pwede na magpasa ng batas na pumipigil sa freedom of expression, what makes 2 or 3 members of the House think that they should curtail my freedom? That they should talk against me, dun pa sa doon pa sa halls of Congress, taking me to task for exercising my constitutional right. Bakit sila ma-offend? Di ba sabi na ng Korte Suprema? Public officials should not be onion skin. 2 kaso sinabi yan ng Korte Suprema. Sabi ng ating civil code, pronouncements of the sabi ng ating civil code, pronouncements of the Supreme Court are part of the law of the land. Mambabatas ka. When you took your oath of office, you swore to uphold and protect the laws, the Constitution and the laws of the Republic. Bakit ayaw mong sundin yung batas na huwag kang magbalat sibuyas? Di ba? Kayo ay mambabatas, hindi kayo ang batas at hindi nyo nga pwedeng magpasa ng batas na pumipigil sa freedom of expression. Why are you trying to intimidate me by exercising my freedom of expression outside the halls of the House? Kung doon ko sila binastos, pakulong nila ako. Kung minura-mura ko sila roon, pakulong nila ako. But outside of the House, what business have they in taking me to task for exercising my freedom of expression? Kung ganyan yung mga yan, if they're coming after me, they may be coming after you later. Akala yata nila silang batas. And then, eto pa every person has the right to counsel. 2 beses pong na-violate siya ng House. Unang-una, nung unang session, kailan ba yon? Yung unang lumabas si Miss Cassie Leong, noong ayaw nila akong palapitin sa aking kliyente just because they cannot get the answers that they want. Sabi po nila, ako daw ang sumasagot, tinuturuan ko daw yung kliyente ko. Siyempre, yun ang role ng counsel. Tingnan po nila yung sarili nilang rules. The counsel should advise the client. Bako sinasabi nilang ini-invoke daw yung right to remain silent upon my advice. Siyempre, abogado ako, ina-advise ko siya. The right to be silent is in the Constitution. Yun po ang hindi na-address. Noong diniscuss nila, kasi 2 po in-invoke namin, the right against self-incrimination and the right to remain silent. Yung right against self-incrimination, tama po naman si Congresswoman Luistro. You invoke that whenever a self-incriminatory question is asked. Tama siya. I agree with her. Magaling naman si Congressman Luistro, lalo na pag may binabasa. Magaling siya. Anyway, yung right to remain silent, absolute po yun. Hindi mo pwedeng pwersahin, takutin, ibuli, ibambusel, lokohin ang isang tao na magsalita regarding the commission of a crime. Ngayon, inuulit ko, we concede if you refuse to testify in a legislative inquiry, pwede kang ikulong. Sinasabi na nga po namin, ikulong nyo na because we are invoking our right to remain silent. Absolute po yun. Ayoko magsalita, ikulong mo ko, ganun talaga. Pareho yun ng ang karapatan ng isang tao sa mamamayan, meron ding power ang legislature. Hindi po tayo magtatalo doon. Ngunit for you to isolate the counsel against your own rules, bago, para matakot yung witness, magsalita, sabihin yung gusto mong sabihin, foul po yun. Number 2, yung last hearing po, wala ako kasi nasa Davao po ako, dumalaw ako sa compound ng Kingdom in preparation for the Senate hearing na naganap kahapon yata. So I was there Wednesday and Thursday. Nagsalita si Congressman Fernandez na kung ano-ano, na very unseemly for a public official. Kaya yung wag daw sundin yung abogado niya, kasi gusto lang magtagal yung kaso para makuha lahat ng pera niya. Tama ba yun? Kayong magtanong sa sarili nyo, tama ba yun for any person, especially a public official, para gawin mo yun? By that alone, you are undermining the right to counsel because you are trying to destroy the bond, the sacred bond between lawyer and client. Binibigyan mo ng duda Just because sumusunod yung tao sa advice of counsel na yung waiver na pinangako namin ay binawi namin. I-explain ko kung bakit namin binawi yung waiver. Kasi po, nung sinabi namin mag-execute kami ng waiver, the next day, ang Department of Justice ay nag-file ng 84 cases of money laundering against Miss Cassandra Leong, among others. Ano pong pruweba ba pag money laundering? Hindi ba yung movement ng funds sa bangko? di ba may right against self-incrimination? So by executing that waiver, you are now violating our right against self-incrimination. Parang ibinigay na namin lahat ng ebidensya ng gobyerno. Oh. Ano nangyari sa presumption of innocence? Anong nangyari sa due process? Kaya binawi po namin, nang gagalaiti sila, hindi nila maunawaan. Kaya in-advise sa namin, bago sasabihin pa nila, wrong advice, hindi po tama yun eh. Kung talagang naniniwala si Congressman Dan Fernandez sa sinasabi niya, I challenge him. Huwag doon mo sa loob ng committee hearing sabihin where you are protected by the cloak of parliamentary privilege. Di kita pwedeng galawin doon. Punta tayo sa labas. Dan, doon mo ulitin para wala kang parliamentary privilege. Or better still, magkita tayo sa neutral territory, ulitin mo sa harap ko. Tignan natin kung ano mangyayari. Yun lang. Kasi titirahin mo ako, sisiraan mo ako, nakatago ka. Meron kang bulletproof nung parliamentary privilege mo. Anong klaseng usapan yan, di ba? Kung lalaki sa lalaki, tingin mo na ganun nga ako, sabihin mo sa labas. And then, regarding sa post na sinasabi nila, na-offend daw sila, karapatan ko pong mag-post sa social media. Ngayon, may remedy naman ang ating batas. If you think I violated the libel and cyber libel laws, itimanda nila ako. If they think na yon ay violation ng Code of Professional Responsibility, padisbar nila ako. Karapatan nila yan. Kung tingin nila ay na-defame sila, wala namang criminal liability, pero nagkaroon sila ng danyos, there is such a case as civil libel. A civil suit for damages due to defamation. Marami po silang remedyo. But do not tell me that I should not post this. You are warning me na contempt ng committee. You cannot commit a contempt of the committee outside of the committee. And for the record, I do not have contempt for the committee. I respect the House of Representatives. There are people there who are distinguished, decent, and dignified, katulad ng dating Pangulong GMA, si Trixie Cardema, Bebot Alvarez, marami tayong kaibigan, El Rey Villafuerte, mga kaibigan natin yan. I may have contempt for some members of the committee, but not the committee itself. So for the record, maliwanag yan. And I have contempt for some members of the committee because their acts are contemptuous. So, liwanagin ko po yan at sana marinig ni Dan yung challenge na yun. Huwag ka magtago dyan sa parliamentary privilege. At any rate, we are seriously contemplating an ethics complaint. Tignan natin, let this be a litmus test of the impartiality and the self-policing character of the House. Kasi sila-sila rin yan eh. Si Congressman Espares ang chairman ng Ethics Committee. Tignan natin na kung gaano kabilis silang mag-sanction kay Congressman Tevez na wala pa namang finding of guilt. Ano pa lang, accusation pa lang, in-expel na nila as contradistinguished from Franz Castro na convicted na, ayaw pa nilang gawa ng aksyon, tingnan natin, testing lang natin. Pag dinismiss nila yan, well, siyempre, expected na natin yon, old boys club. Pero we still have to do it out of principle because I think information relevant to any proposed legislation, kung meron man, gagawa kayo ng batas. Yun po ang trabaho ninyo. Leave the prosecution to the DOJ. And kung may public official na involved, sa ombudsman. So yun po. So it is not their job to be convinced or not. Baka nakakalimutan nila yon. Kaya nga natatawa ko minsan sinasabi nila, we are not after her. We are after yung mga big fish. Gusto ko lang sabihin nakakahiya lang, no. You cannot be after anyone because it's not your job to go after anyone. Your job is to make laws. So, dapat ma-appreciate nila yon para hindi ganito. Sobra na ang violation ng rights ng mga resource persons. Hindi na po tama. Thank you.
Because you mentioned about the legislative, kung may bearing or wala. In your opinion, or probably based on the legal basis, what do you think are the legal implications of invoking the right against self-incrimination to legislative inquiry, and how does it affect po the process of testimony and questioning? Kasi yan po yung ginawa ni Cassandra Ong.
Opo, ito yung principle. It's very simple. Binigyan po ng kapangyarihan ng saligang batas ang lehislatura to conduct legislative inquiries. To be more accurate, isuriin na natin yung phrase na ginamit ng konstitusyon. Inquiries in aid of legislation. Okay. Ngayon, binigyan din ng power ang lehislatura na magtawag ng resource person. Subpoena, if need be. Ibig sabihin, subpoena is Latin for under penalty, under pain. Pag hindi ka sumunod, you will be under pain of penalty. Ano yung penalty na yun? Contempt. Okay. That is to coerce witnesses to go to either the Senate or the House and state what he or she knows about a certain proposed legislation. Ngunit, kung ayaw magsalita ng witness, hindi mo pwedeng pilitin, hindi mo pwedeng i-bully. You cannot isolate the counsel by physically preventing him from approaching the client. Ipakulong mo, yun ang power mo. It ends there. Ha? Makukulong siya, ayaw mo magsalita, kulong ka. If you want to purge yourself of the contempt, magsalita ka. Kung ayaw mo, kulong ka until Congress adjourns or there is a committee report submitted and approved by the committee according to the case of Balag versus Senate. Yun ang extent ng kulong mo. Kung ang lehislatura ang magpapakulong sa iyo. Pero definitely, wala sa kapangyarihan mo na sabihin mo na, hindi, magsalita ka. Bago ibubuli mo, lalo na to bata, for the first time, ang dami-daming camera, ang dami-daming kongresista. Bago pipilitin na nakakapagsalita, nakakakuha ng informasyon na maaring self-incriminatory. Okay. May remedy naman dyan, but we do not want to telegraph our punches at this point. Rest assured that kami pong mga abogado ay nagdedepensa ng aming kliyente. Hindi totoo yung sinasabi, pinatatagal lang kasi wala po akong kliyenteng nag-undergo ng legislative investigation na na-convict. That is how useless legislative inquiries in aid of legislation are when it comes to filing criminal cases. It's useful for legislation, yes, but for purposes of ascertaining criminal liability, walang silbi po yan because many rules do not apply when it comes to a court hearing. Salamat.